family. Welcome back to the Cosmology Academy BM class organization. In our last video, we talked about our mentality, the law of mentalism. Now, remember what cosmology is? Simply the structure or the organization or the science of this world that we live in. Now, today we're going to be talking about the anatomy of real estate. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now, where is real estate under in cosmology? Now, in one of our first videos, we noted down that this cosmos has 5 elements, and one of them is the earth. Now, in earth, the business of the earth is called real estate. So today we want to break down the anatomy of real estate. Okay. Now, trying to dissect the 5 elements, the building blocks that make up obviously the cosmos. That's where we got the real estate from. Now, for you to be able to dissect real estate, the anatomy of real estate, you will find 5 systems. Just like in the human body, you will find systems: the reproductive organ, the reproductive system, digestive system, endocrine system, all of that. Now, in the anatomy of real estate, you find 5 major elements or building blocks, which are the mind, the land, basically. Then you find the people, the government, then money. First is the mind, second the land, third the people, the government, and then the money. Now, but today we'll be talking about the mind title. The mind title. That's what we're talking about under the anatomy of real estate. The mind title. Now, before you are able to do anything, we established in our last video that our mind is our only tool of dominating this cosmos. That we brought out and we were able to find out that our mind is the only thing we are able to conjure or manipulate the particles that makes up this cosmos. Now, for anything to come about in this cosmos and be static, it must first of all be established in the mind. Now, for you to first of all do anything in the real estate, you must first of all have your mind title. Now, what is the mind title? The mind title is the paradigm or the state of mind you need to have for you to be able to be successful in anything you are doing when it comes to real estate. Now, we have looked at many successful real estate ventures. We have studied many people who have ventured into this industry. We have studied the failures in the industry. We have found out that the only thing that concerns real estate can be captured in these 5 building blocks of the anatomy of real estate. Now, the first thing, the mind title. Now, in the mind title, you need to make a down payment in your mind. Now, what's the down payment you need to make in your mind? You need to build a self-map. You need to build a new paradigm. You need to have a belief system. You need to have a good self-conception. If you do not believe, if you do not have any thoughts in your mind, if you do not even incur that you can own anything when it pertains to properties, real estate, you cannot have it physically. And if by mistake you have it, you will lose it. Do you understand that? Now, the same way in the physical realm, we first of all, when you find the land you want to buy, you study, you go and pay for it. The same way you need to buy this land called the mind. Now, for you to buy the mind, now there are 3 things you need to do. There are 3 ways you pay. You pay with your thoughts, you pay with your emotions, and you pay with your actions. Remember, for you to first of all have anything physically, it must first of all be in the mind. Now, for you to have it in the mind, you have to pay. But in the physical realm, we pay with money, cash, equity, debt. But here we pay with thoughts, we pay with emotions, and we pay with actions. Now, why do we need to pay? We need to pay to be able to transport a belief system, a reality in the mind, so that once it occurs and it's static in the mind, it can be able to incur or call into reality. Do you understand that? Now, what are the kind of thoughts you need to pay into your mind? There are some things you need to believe in yourself. You need to have thoughts like the cosmos belongs to me because I believe it. I know it. You need to know that you're a landowner. There are systems, there is a formula that I can give to you tonight, and I guarantee you that in 90 days or less, that if you follow what I'm about to tell you, day by day, step by step, that you'll be a landowner before the 90 days. And you'll be in a realm that you didn't even imagine. But before we get to that, I just wanted to let you guys understand some other things. Now, see the mind as a land. The land is of course it increases in value, but this one can either decrease or increase in value. Now this mind, for it to increase in value, normally land, for it to increase in value, what do you need to do? You build on it. That's what it's called, estate developers. You put value on top of it. Now this mind, for you to increase in value, you put informations that are valuable so that you can increase it in value. You study, you go and learn, you subscribe under mentorship, you go and incur thoughts, you go and begin to have belief systems, mentorship, you come under atmospheres that can make this mind valuable. You know, they explain value as your measure of usefulness or productivity in the marketplace. How useful are you? This comes to your mind. How useful can you be? How creative? What problems can you solve for people? What problems can you solve in the market? Now, the more you increase the value in this your mind, now when you come out and you begin to speak and you begin to interact with people and you begin to do things, now of course, like I said, you cannot increase in value physically without first of all increasing value in the mind. Remember in our last video, we talked that everything that occurs in the mind is already a reality in the physical, but at a lower dimension. We explained that anything that occurs in the mind, the physical, is already in the reality, but at a lower dimension. Now, if you want to become a successful real estate, you need to pay with three things. What are the three things we mentioned? First of all is what? Thoughts. What are the kinds of thoughts? There are thoughts that decrease your value in your mind. There are thoughts that increase your value. I call them thoughts of power. You need to have powerful thoughts, and you need to imbibe them with powerful feelings in such a way that when you now take actions, when you now take the intuitive leads that come to you, you'll be able to bring it, of course, into this reality that we're in. Okay, so the first thing is thoughts. So I should get me some marker. Thank you. Thoughts. What's the next? Feelings. What's the last? Actions. Now, I will give you guys the formula. So the formula is this: for the next 90 days. If you are gonna take this serious, if you are not gonna take this serious, I don't want to believe that you're a lazy, ambitious person. I believe you're going to take this serious, that you're going to become a landowner, that you're going to do what I'm going to tell you guys to do now. Now, before you sleep tonight, I want you to do only three things before you sleep tonight. Lay down in your bed, and before you fall into your sleep, I want you to begin to think like a landowner. Think from, there is a difference, according to Nebuchadnezzar, there is a difference between thinking of and thinking from. Don't think of a land. Even poor people think of lands. Don't think of a land. Think from the reality of being a landowner. When you have now bought the land, and you just begin to think about it, think from the reality of being a landowner. Now begin to get the feeling in. See your friends who are now celebrating you. Of course, if they are your friends, they should be happy that you're a landowner now. See them celebrating you. Feel the joy. Get the feelings in, and fall asleep with it. When you wake up in the morning the next day, do this. Now, before you sleep, commit to doing this for the next 90 days. 90 days. Now, if you are going to follow this challenge, go to the comment section, type challenge, anatomy of real estate, 90 days challenge. day one. For every day that you do it, take it. And the day you get your land, come and tell us, share, because I know for sure that you're going to get it. The only way you don't get it is that you don't get it here. If you get it here, it must. It is a law. It can't happen. You can't jump up and not come down. You have to come down. It is a must. It must happen. But you have to first of all pay with your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. The funny thing, or the funny thing is that you're already paying. You already believe something about lands. You already believe something about money. You already believe something about the government, about people, and other things. And I would really love to continue, because we need to deal with self-conception about land, the people, the government, and everybody, everything in general. So if you're going to, of course, imbibe in 90-day challenge, hit us in the comment section. I love you guys from the depths of my heart. I respect the BM class wisdom. Take care.